Hello guys, welcome back to the channel Barcelona Business. Today I'm back to talk about the game against Getafe, the result, some of the individual performances, and my personal opinion on how the game played. It was a great game, and I'm also going to I'm going to do a preview of the Copa del Rey tie between Barcelona and Real Sociedad, where we're going to talk about the lineups, what we should expect in the game, and how the performance is going to be. But we're going to start first from the top. The game against Getafe, we won 1-0. It was a very straightforward game for us. Not too straightforward, but we got the job done. It wasn't convincing, but it doesn't have to be because we're in the title challenge that we're in, and Real Madrid being in our tails. Any win is important at this time of the season, and Getafe, unsurprisingly, were very low block. They set up to defend, and they did well for most of the game. And also they were very good going counter attacking wise. The Stegen had to make a lot of important saves because they were getting hit on the counter, which was very worrying for me personally. But at the end of the day, we won the game thanks to another goal by Pedri. That's 2-2 for him. That's the first time he scored 2 goals in 2 games for Barcelona. And it was set up by Rafinha. And it was a very great goal. And to be honest, I'll be honest, my honest opinion about the game was I wasn't really happy with the performance. I think that we did have a lot of chances. We were very wasteful. But what really worried me about the game against Getafe was that we were very lax whenever we got hit on the counter. And Ter Stegen had to do a lot of work in that game. And that was very eye-opening for me personally. And it's a worry for, and obviously a win is a win, but it's always a worrying sign because I was expecting a very routine game. I was expecting much better from us because Getafe haven't been having a good season so far. They've been very poor in the last few games I've seen them play. So I was expecting more, but at the end of the day, we got the win, but it wasn't convincing. Some players that really impressed me. One of them obviously is gonna be Ter Stegen. He has had an incredible season so far. He's got to be the best goalkeeper in the world at this point. Honestly, I hope I want to hear anybody's comments. Who do you think currently, which goalkeeper right now do you think is having a better season than this guy? He is just on another level, and I've been very impressed with him. He's had a lot of clean sheets this season, a whole lot of clean sheets this season so far. Ter Stegen definitely has been incredible so far. I think so far this season, in 17 games, he's had like 13 clean sheets, which is unbelievable. I think for me, he was definitely, for me, my man of the match because we were very lack in the back, and that takes me to some of the players in the back line. The back line wasn't too bad, or they were not too good too. I think Kunde definitely had a great game for us. He was kind of the one that was really doing a lot of the efforts. Christensen had to be hooked at halftime because he suffered an injury. Balde, it wasn't really one of his best games, but what can you expect? He's still a young kid. Roberto didn't really do much defensively, retained the ball a few times, but really didn't really do much in the game. But as far as defensive wise, I think we were not really doing too well. But in the midfield, Busquets, his 700 game for Barcelona, huge congratulations. He's been an incredible player, and he's most likely is going to leave at the end of the season. There's been a lot of talk of him moving to the MLS, and I think it's I think definitely if this is his last season, he's been an incredible player, and 700 games for Barcelona, he deserves every single moment. He's been an absolute rock from the moment he started. And yesterday, he would most likely, honestly, in my opinion, was our best midfielder in the game. He definitely had a few good chances. He was holding on to the ball, very calm under pressure. Pedri got the goal, didn't really do much, but he got the goal, so he definitely had a great game. Gavi, what you always expect from him, created a lot of chances. Wasn't really as you know, strong and electric as he usually is, but he definitely had a great. Okay, he had a game for his level. Definitely didn't do much. As far as the attack was concerned, Usman Dembele, honestly, I don't really remember him doing much. He did. I guess he created. I think he created like one or two chances in the game, but didn't really do much. He got substituted later on. Ansu Fati was very poor. Obviously, he was coming in for Lewandowski in the team, who obviously with a red card. I think he started his suspension. So today we definitely saw a difference because Ansu is a guy who we know in especially during his younger days in the La Masia, he was a striker. So, but he really was poor yesterday. He was probably one of our worst players in the field yesterday, in my opinion. But hopefully, this is the first time I think he's been tested as a striker, and hopefully he can improve. Rafinha was one of our better players yesterday. Definitely, he definitely had a lot of great passes. He was breaking through the lines, got the assist for Pedri's goal. I was very impressed with him yesterday. He was probably our second best player, probably second or third best player in the field yesterday. So that was definitely not a convincing game. I wasn't really convinced. I was happy that we got the win because Real Madrid, obviously, they're on our tails. They're still doing well, and with this win, we now have currently a 6 point gap, but temporarily, obviously, because Real Madrid have a game in hand. But still, I was very impressed because we didn't have a good game, but we still got the win. And this is the kind of moments that you need in games when you're not playing well. At least you can get the win, no matter how poor it is. But I think that this is a very huge wake up call for us because even though we won, I didn't see much of I was really not impressed with the performance. I really think we could have done much better. You could see that. As far as the attack was concerned, Ansu was definitely not having the best of his games, and we're going to need players like him to turn up because, with Lewandowski suspended, we don't really know how that's going to go. But as far as we're concerned now, I'm just hoping that we can improve from this win and do better. And that nicely takes me to another game that we're playing in the Copa del Rey. We're playing Real Sociedad. It's going to be a very interesting game against Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad have definitely been in very good form. They've won their past 8 games in our competitions. They currently sit third in the table, which is incredible for them. And they're definitely a team we need to watch out for. But the advantage for us, Barcelona, is that we're at least playing at home, which for them, for Real Sociedad, has been a very tricky place for them. They have a dreadful, terrible record against us at Camp Nou. They haven't won a game against us in La Liga since 1991, if I'm not mistaken. But it's definitely going to be an interesting game. And like I said, we definitely had a poor game against Getafe. So we definitely need to turn up. We really need to step it up against Real Sociedad because we're playing one of the most informed teams in Spain right now. So we definitely need to turn up. I'm expecting that we should play well. It's going to be a very tricky game. Like I said, Real Sociedad is one of those teams who are in very good form. But like I said, we have a very good record against them at home. So I'll be expecting a win. I'm not expecting it to be an easy game. I will go 2-1 victory for Barcelona. I'm going to say that so I'm expecting a goal from Dembele and Rafinha and maybe a consolation from Alexandra Solot maybe for Real Sociedad. But that's going to be my review of the games, the results and the game against Real Sociedad. I'm expecting us to have a better performance as far as performance is concerned, and hopefully we can come back and get the win, and hopefully we can improve better against Real Sociedad than that we did against Getafe. But thank you for listening to my video. Please like, subscribe, and please tell me, let me know what you guys thought of the game against Getafe, and what you guys think against the game against Real Sociedad. So thank you very much, and please like, subscribe. Have a good time.